Let us start. Let us chant Omkara 3 times. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to this week's Gita class. Let me bring up my presentation. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita, Shankara bhashyam we are starting today. Today is introduction. Let us Hari Om Tat Sat. Let us do Guru Dhyanam. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanuramadhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Guru Dhyanam. Let us offer our respects to Vyasa Maharshi. Krishna Dvaipayanam Vyasam Sarvaloka Hiteratam Vedabja Bhaskaram Vande Shamadhi Nilayam Munim. Let us pray to Shankaracharya. Shruti Smriti Puranana Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpadam Shankaram Lokashankaram. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Narayana Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Let us pray to Ganapati. We are embarking on a journey of studying Shankara bhashyam on Gita, Bhagavad-Gita. It may take couple of years. Let us pray to Ganapati to remove all obstacles in our spiritual study. Om Gam Ganapataye Namah. O Lord Ganesha, please remove all obstacles in our study. Let us do Gita Dhyanam. Gita Dhyanam, Dhyanam of Gita. Pardhaya Pratibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gradita Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrita Varshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Ambatvam Anusandadami Bhagavad-Gita Bhavadveshini Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Ullara Vindaya Tapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Panaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Duhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanaha Pardo Vatsaha Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gitamrutam Mahat. All the Upanishads are the cows, and Gopala, Sri Krishna, is the cowherd. Partha, Arjuna, is the little, uh, what do you say, the baby cow, for which Krishna has milked the Upanishads and given it in the form of Gita. So let us study that. So about the study hour, its timings are Sundays 4 p.m. to 4:40 p.m. IST. Reference books which I use is Srimad Bhagavad-Gita, Shankara Bhashyam in Telugu by Suraparaju Radha Krishnamurti, published by Ramakrishna Math. Also, I refer many videos available publicly on YouTube. Gita Shankara Bhashyam talks by Swami Tattvamayananda of Ramakrishna Math. Gita talks by Swami Tattvavidananda Saraswati. Gita talks by Swami Sarvapriyananda of Ramakrishna Math. Gita talks by Sri Narasim Prabhu of Light of Self Foundation. I refer all these YouTube videos and the book by Suraparaj Radha Krishnamurti, and I try to learn and try to put up some points. So that is my effort. That's all I am doing. If there are any mistakes in my understanding, please forgive me. About Prasad. Prasad is a student of Vedanta. He also conducts daily yogasana classes. By teaching or by putting effort to tell what I know, what Prasad knows, Prasad will learn faster. Keeping this in view, Prasad is conducting these study hours. Prasad works in software industry. Prasad's life principle is Atmano Mokshartham Jagat Hitaya. For self-realization, life is for self-realization and to help others achieve self-realization. That is the motto. Prasad is a student of Sri Narasim Prabhu of Light of Self Foundation. So, Prasad is not a jnani, Prasad is not a pandita, Prasad is only a student. He is trying to learn from various sources and keep that knowledge in one place as a homework. If you can benefit from it, please feel free. You are welcome. So let us see what are we trying to do? Are we trying to read something with a what are we trying to do? We should investigate the known. We should start with the known. What is known? In Jnana Marga, the known is you. You are known, your body is known, your mind is known, your intellect is known, the world is known. Investigate that. Find out what is happening. Both, if you investigate the world, it is called science and technology. If you investigate your inner world, about your mind, your thoughts, your personality, then you are closer to truth. So start with the known, investigate the known by valid means of knowledge provided to you. which are you have eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, organs of perception, and mind, a buddhi, intellect, which can rationally analyze and understand. So, using these tools and the mind and the buddhi, intellect, analyze, investigate, do vichara, find out who I am. That is the path. Do not pay too much attention to ritualism, mythology, and superstition. These classes are not about projecting some god in some heaven and trying to understand from that angle. We are not doing that. Here, Krishna is not some god coming down from somewhere else. Don't take it that way. Take it this way, that we are trying to understand who I am, my own inner nature. That is what we have to do. Don't go to pay attention to ritualism, mythology, and superstition. Be rational, be reasonable, and scientific in temperament. Be scientific in temperament. Whatever you can experience, whatever is within the grasp of your intellect and experience, consider that. Don't consider, for example, there are various schools of thought, various teachers are there. They talk about some God in heaven and all. We are not going to do that. We are not going to talk about a God in heaven. We are going to talk about your own Atma, your own experience. Then this class is for you. If you like this temperament, this class is for you. We are not going to talk about something based on stories and Puranas. No, we are not going to talk about Puranas and stories. We are going to analyze your psychology, your own inner experience. And from that analysis, we try to transform ourselves into better and better version of myself. Am I becoming peaceful is the measurement. Moksha is not going to another loka, not to some Goloka or Vaikuntha loka. No, we are not going to teach that. We are going to see the moksha means, the mukti means liberation from the suffering and understanding our own inner nature, and thereby by the jnana, by the knowledge, we know that my own inner self is Brahman. With that knowledge, we will understand, we will proceed. Okay, so we have to be, when we do when we are learning something, don't pay attention to ritualism, mythology, and superstition. You have to rise above them. And also, you have to be rational, reasonable, and scientific in temperament. If something does not fall under reason, you have to reject it. Okay? You have to be reasonable, scientific in temperament, and be rational. The tools which you have in your possession, already in your possession, are the sensory organs, the mind and intellect, and you have the scriptures, Upanishads are there, Bhagavad-Gita is there. Use that and use the bhashya by Sri Shankara on Sthanatraya, especially on the Bhagavad-Gita, in a rational, logical way, try to understand. Don't try to look at it from a mystical, mythological, superstition, and ritualistic manner. You have to understand it in a way which is scientific in nature, reasonable and rational. Okay. So Adi Shankara's bhashyam is about what is available to you. The world is available to you, your mind is available to you, your psychology is available to you. How do you, and what is the problem you are facing? You are facing the problem of suffering. How do you come out of suffering? How do you become peaceful? That is what is important. The liberation is here and now. Here and now. In this life, here, in this earth, Jivan Mukta, you have to become Jivan Mukta. We are not going to talk about mythology and some other loka, going to some other loka, Vaikunta, Kailasa. No, God in another heaven, we are not going to talk. We are going to talk about you. Okay, so that is the understanding of Jnana Marga. That is a clearly distinct way of looking at things. Ultimately, we have to understand that there is only one self alone is there. Brahman alone is the reality, appearing as manifold universe. See the unity underlying the diversity. So this is where we have to approach. This is where we have to arrive. Okay. So Adi Shankara has provided his bhashyam on Prasthanatraya, Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad-Gita. We are going to study the Bhagavad-Gita part of it, and we are going to take a rational approach. So don't be under the impression that we are going to consider anything which is not in our experience. Okay. All right. Having said that, now what is Shankara's take on Bhagavad-Gita? People put a complaint that he advocates sannyasa, sarva karma sannyasa. People get the understanding, first impression, that Shankara is discarding the karma marga, and he is advocating sannyasa. What is the truth? The truth is, he only told that same person at the same time cannot practice both jnana yoga, jnana marga and karma marga. To do karma, one has to have an ego. A karta has to be there. To do any karma action, karma means desire-oriented action. Vedas prescribe many desire-oriented actions. Many yajnas, yagas are there. To do that, you should have a feeling that I will do this yajna and I will attain swarga. So that desire should be there in the person who does the yajna. So if the desire is there, that means he has a feeling that he is an individual, he is an ego, he is a personality. When you have the personality, then you are an ajnani, you don't have jnana. A jnani's viewpoint is no personality, non-doership, no doer, no selfish actions, only unselfish actions. Therefore, both unselfishness and selfishness cannot go together. Therefore, a person following a jnana marga and a person following karma marga, this is not karma yoga, different to understand. Karma marga, desire-oriented actions and unselfish way of looking at things. They cannot exist in the same person at the same time. Therefore, he has denied jnana karma samuchchaya. Jnana and karma cannot go together. However, he has told in his Sambandha Bhashya that there are two paths, pravrutti marga and nivrutti marga. Pravrutti marga is there for persons who has desires, who are worldly oriented. They will take to pravrutti marga, and for them in a dharmic way to fulfill their desires, Vedas show karma marga, perform karmas, desire oriented karmas, and fulfill your desires. For them, the path to liberation is to practice karma yoga, which is performing selfless acts, unselfish acts, performing unselfish acts, nishkama karma. By dropping the expectations, by performing karma yoga, a person can be on the path of liberation. The karma yoga, when you perform, your chitta will be purified. The mind will be purified. You will get antahkarana shuddhi, chitta shuddhi, which will enable you to understand the truths of jnana. The jnana marga will open up for a person with chitta shuddhi. For a person who has desires, he has to perform karma yoga, purify his heart, and for clarity of intellect, he has to understand that Atma is akarta, abhokta, and asanga. Non-doer, non-enjoyer, and unattached. So one has to understand the nature of Atma. I am that Atma. I am non-doer, non-enjoyer, and I am unattached. This is my real nature. One understands this. Then, at the same time, he cannot have desires for to be achieved. Therefore, jnana karma samuchaya is denied by Shankara. But he has not denied that there is something called karma marga and one should not do karma marga. For a person with desires, of course, that person has to do karma marga, karma yoga, and karma marga. So this is in a small introduction. What a jnani does is he drops the karta, not the karma. If there is no karta, where is the karma? There is no karma. For karma to happen, there has to be a karta. So the sannyasa that Shankara has advocated is the sannyasa of the karta. Do the dropping, renounce the karta. Karta means the doer. Know that you are not the doer. Knowledge liberates, not the karma. Unequivocally, Shankara's opinion is, it is only the knowledge, the wisdom that Atma is akarta, I am akarta, I am non-doer. This knowledge liberates. Karma is possible for an ajnani. If you have a body consciousness, it is possible for you to do karma. Therefore, jnana karma samuchaya is not possible. So that is what Shankara has told. However, understand the karma yoga. If understand where we stand. If we stand, if we are able to absorb the jnana and stay in the jnana nishta, well and good. If not, at least perform karma yoga to purify the antakarana shuddhi. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So from next week we will start the actual Shankara's. I cannot hear. I cannot hear. Hello? Hello? Are you trying to say something?
Manoj? You have any questions, Manoj? Sorry, actually, I was not muted. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. All right. So from next week, we will study this great work by Shankara, the Bhashyam on Bhagavad-Gita. I have given a brief introduction, and I will, as Manoj was not there, missed a few slides. I will be referring to this book in Telugu by Soraparaj Radhakrishnamurthy, Shankara Bhashyam, and also I'll be referring to the YouTube videos of Swami Tattvamayananda of Ramakrishna Math and Swami Tattva Vidananda Saraswati and Swami Sarvapriyananda and Sri Narsim Prabhu of Light of Self Foundation. With all these reference material, I'll try to put my understanding as a way of my study, as my learning. So if it is helpful to you, please by all means take it. It will also help for each other by coming together and putting an effort. This effort, I am assuming it will take at least 2 to 3 years. So you are welcome to be part of this effort. Thank you. If there are no questions, we will close the session. Put Namaskar Mudra. Repeat after me. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrutyorma Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the intellect. I am pure consciousness. Shiva Swarupi. Shivoham. 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 Antarjyotihi. Bahirjyotihi. Pratyakjyotihi. Paratpara. Jyotireva Jyotihi. Swayam Jyotihi. Atma Jyotihi. Shivosmyaham. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishnarpanamastu. Thank you very much. See you next weekend.